Blue Dragon. And I'm Blue Dragon. We have operator Operator Madison, Operating Manager Sarah, Lisa, Susan, Long Brother, Lincoln, Phil, Engineer 1, Engineer 2, Dana, and Phil, Engineer 3, Alex. And this is Robotics.
What is your name, position, and team name?
My name is Kira and I am the operations manager in Team Dragon.
Can you tell me a little bit about your responsibilities for the competition?
Some of my responsibilities include passing out the radios, passing out safety equipment, making sure the robot is powered on and connected to Bluetooth, and the transmitter and camera are assembled on the robot, and making sure all my team members are ready and in position.
What has been the most challenging part of robotics this year for you?
The most challenging part was when we originally broke the robot wrong because it wouldn't be able to pick up an object. So then we had to rebuild it and make a claw.
And what has been the most fun part of robotics for you?
The most fun part was watching the robot grow. It started off as little objects or pieces and built up into a robot.
And what have you learned this year from being a part of this?
I have learned how to build and program a robot.
You keep mentioning this robot. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yes. So it has 3 motors, 1 small one, 2 large ones. The large ones help the wheels move, and the small one helps the claw open and close. It also has a camera that helps the operator see. It also has a transmitter that helps send the video signal to operators' goggles. and then the battery that helps power the transmitter and camera.
All right, can you show us this robot? Hold it up, please.
This is the EV3 that our Team Dragon built. It is called the Tracker.
Very good. Thank you very much for showing us about your robot. What is your name, team, and position?
My name is Jaden, and I'm a field engineer, and I'm from Team Dragon.
What part of the robotics challenge has been most difficult for you?
Building the obstacle, the terraformer, it took a lot of coats of paint and a lot of hot glue to make the chambers hold up.
What has been the most fun about this experience?
I think just having fun with my team and hanging out and making the obstacle and making our Mars colony.
And what have you learned from all of this?
I learned how to program a robot because I never knew how to move the robot or something, and I know how to code now, and I know a lot of things now.
Thank you, Jaden.
Okay, bye.
What is your name, team, and position?
My name is Steven. I'm assistant operator of Team Phoenix.
And what are your responsibilities for the competition?
I guide the operator's hands on the control, and I do the visual check, and I control the claw.
What's the most challenging part of the competition for you?
The most challenging part would be when the iPad will flip over during the competition, and then it'll be a problem.
And what's been the most fun part of robotics this year for you?
The most fun part would be building the robot, because it's fun playing with Legos.
And what have you learned this year from doing robotics?
I learned how to be a part of a team, and yeah.
Thank you. What is your name, position, and team name?
My name is Miguel, and my team is Hippogriff. I'm the operator for Team Hippogriff.
What are your responsibilities?
My responsibilities for being operator are getting the robot from start to finish, and to try to get the best time possible and the most time possible on the course.
What has been the most challenging part of robotics this year for you?
The most challenging part for robotics for me was going through a certain tunnel on the course, because the entrance was very small, and it was dark, so you couldn't really see much.
And what's been the most fun part of robotics this year?
The most fun part for me was building the robot, programming, driving on the course, learning new things.
And what have you learned this year through STEM in 5th grade?
I've learned to try to do a little bit more teamwork and to help have my team do a little bit more responsibilities, and for them to do a little bit more of the work.
Can you tell me a little bit about some of the technology that you're using this year?
For the robot that we're using a Lego EV3, and for the controller we're using a robot with the EV3 app to control.
And what are those goggles on your head?
These goggles are FPV goggles. There's going to be a camera on the robot that transmits a signal to this. Then this could see what the camera sees, and that's what lets me see what the robot sees.
Thank you, Miguel. Can you tell me your name, position, and team name?
My name is Simeon, my position is Team Judge Liaison, and my team name is Dragon.
And what are your responsibilities during the robotics challenge?
During the robotics challenge, my responsibilities would be to sit with the judges, and I would tell the judges about the course, and I would speak about challenges and why colonizing Mars is something we can't do just yet.
And so, what are some of these challenges to colonizing Mars?
Some of the challenges for colonizing Mars are the microgravity, the toxic soil, the radiation due to the weak magnetic field, and the scarce water. Oh, and also there is low air pressure and a toxic atmosphere.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
The low air pressure is bad for humans because with air pressure below the Armstrong limit, the gases, like oxygen, could boil out of your skin, which could be deadly. And the toxic atmosphere just doesn't have the right gases mixed together for humans.
So, what have been the most challenging aspects of robotics this year for you?
Towards the beginning of robotics, our team didn't work very well together because we didn't know each other very well. But now that we've gotten to know each other, we've started to work a lot better together.
What has been the most fun aspect of robotics this year?
The most fun part of robotics would probably be just being a part of it, because there are some people who don't do robotics whatsoever. So just being a part of it, it's fun.
And what have you learned from STEM in 5th grade this year?
What I've learned from STEM is that if you create something, even if it's small, in some way, it can help people.
Thank you.